We're back at Keevil for the 10th anniversary of the Fat Albert stages. A superb event organised by Tavern Motor Club and the RAF MSA. 93 entries, and first off the line would be the Furzellands. Glorious weather. This was the first stage, and the Furzellands would be in for an early wake-up call. The Furzellands' time of 7 minutes 50 would be beaten by 4 seconds by Carr and Wookey. The second stage saw Furzelland 29 seconds quicker than his first stage time. With Carr 4 seconds off the Subaru's pace on the second stage, it was all square at the top of the leaderboard. And on board the Mark II, we can get a close-up view of these stages. In amongst the Nadgery section, and you need the right suspension settings for this bit. Steve Lee with some work to do back in service. The RAF crew of Ben Burt and Ian Hamer were having fun. Back at the hairpin, James Hunt and Richard Knowlton were throwing the Corsa into a Class A lead. Back to the top, and we were looking forward to this battle. Furzellands were still under pressure. Carr and Wookey were on a mission. But then disaster strikes the Mark II. All seems fine on board, but going into the tight twisty sections, the diff cries enough. Well, we think the Escort was only 5 seconds behind Car 1 at the time. But with the Mark II out of the equation, the lunchtime break saw James Harvey and Pete Bold second overall. Exactly a minute behind the Furzellands. The rear-wheel drive Corsa of Dave and Matthew Wilkes was third. Julian Gunnell and Penny Dew were the first Tavern Motor Club crew home. The best RAF crew, Steve Hopewell and Mike Smith. James Hunt and Richard Knowlton won Class A. Richard Jackson and Lee Harding won Class F. Tony Rees and Ian Meakin took Class D.